watching bruceseesall.
I've been talking about a lot of places on the moon where I've been seeing lines and UFOs coming out of those lines, and many descending levels, like hundreds, if not thousands, of areas on the moon that have descending levels that go down really low. Just about over a year ago, they declared that levels go down as low as 10 to 12,000 feet on the moon. We're going to look at something interesting today. Let's get into it. The moon. Everyone, thank you so much for being here and for the interest that you have in the research and the curiosity that you have about the moon. And some of the truth, maybe you'd like to know some of it. Well, so would I. This is Mare fecunditatis. What looks like bridges, and hang on, in an area where I see UFOs going in and out of what looks like the surface that I've shown in past videos several times. Now, they have just declared that there are pits there, descending levels, and we talked about water coming from the poles, right? And I declared a long time ago that I believe the running water exists inside of those pits, and they are accumulating over time, and it's probably drinkable water. We know that the temperatures inside of the moon in these descending really deep pits are warm. You can walk around in a sweater. This was declared a year, if not even longer than that. That's Mare fecunditatis. You see the blue part that's underneath. Here, Mare serenitatis on the left, and underneath, Mare imbrium, Mare tranquillitatis, where they declared that there are pits. There's some also in Mare fecunditatis. We looked real quickly at the beginning at the list of them, where I spoke about them, showing you that several craters now, they're not craters, I believe there's something else, that the information is coming out about them, and that there are descending levels and pits and tunnels that are like 40 meters wide and that are extremely long in length. It would be good to support life and make bases for humans. But here's the problem I have. They're declaring they want to make bases in lava tubes, and yet we're hearing the story that there's already aliens there. So what's that about? Oh, you can be sure we're going to find out a lot of truth. So what looks like all these bridges over Mare fecunditatis would make a lot of sense if there's water in the lower levels. And that's one of the biggest secrets of the moon, is all those lower levels. In the same area, here's one of the biggest secrets I brought out in 2016. Check this out. Whatever they're going to be encountering, for sure, if ever they get that chance to land there. So we're going to talk about real geometrical shapes inside of Mare serenitatis and the three lines that appear where Apollo 17 has declared having landed in the 70s, right after 69, right? So Apollo 17, we're in Mare serenitatis. Let's take a seriously clear look, as clear as we can, at the terrain. So we're going to look at depth levels. There's that rectangle that I'm talking about. The three lines are connected to it, and between there and those three lines to where it's reaching Mons Argaeus, that's where they said they landed. Hang on, those three lines that I showed you, that I'm going to show you, I'm also going to show you the three lit objects right now that they are connected to, and that is an amazing finding. I've shown this rectangle before, talked about the lines before. There's Bessel crater, but didn't really get a chance to get in as close as I wanted to. So this is right there, that rectangle. But now let's try to see those three lines as well as we can. There's one, there's two, and there's three, connected to 1, 2, and 3 light sources, my friends. And there's that monolithic object in the center of the rectangle. So that's an amazing finding. Taurus Littoral Valley, that's where we were. When I brought the attention to this rectangle with the monolithic object inside, do you understand what I explained? 3 lines, there's more than 3, but we can see 3 there connected to towering objects, connected to 3 light sources. And I say light sources, it's billowing smoke that goes inside the mare to that monolithic object, which is communication tower, maybe? With my 14-inch telescope, we can get in pretty close to see some quite astonishing, surprising details odd details. Well, it's not odd for me because I can clearly see that the entire surface is completely manipulated. You can see the pits. I bet you each and every one of those supposed craters have the pits. So they're all obviously connected, and the UFOs are going from crater to supposed crater. Truth is coming out, guys. It's going to be, 10 years into this. I'm approaching the 8th year of research, and I guess 2 more years, pretty much the whole secret's going to be out, I'm pretty sure. How will that truth come out, you say? By me continuing to document and to show you all what's on the moon. It's quite astonishing, even for me that filmed it myself. I think even more. I'm astonished myself that I was able to see this, able to expose it and share it. I'm not surprised that not many people are coming here. Of course, obviously, I'm shadow banned. These are UFOs leaving the surface of the moon. I've shown them leaving the interior of what looks like a hole or cave entrance in the moon. Need I show it again? We're going to see even better than that. I have so much to show you all. But the truth is going to come out. What are all these objects that I'm filming? They can't all be just UFOs, right? Here's one splitting in two. What's up with that? Where are they from? Different characteristics, different phenomena happening. And I do believe that not all the lights that we see are the same, coming from the same area. So now we have a problem. We have several groups of lights that look similar, but that are all different things. Ooh. Each of these captures should be in the news and should make millions of views just for this one capture. See that UFO? A line appears in the smoke that pushes the smoke or atmosphere aside, and another UFO or something ejects, literally comes from another UFO on the surface. All different areas, all different characteristics. We see them taking off from the surface. The lights appear, they're about 1 mile to 3 miles wide, but the light around them are 1 mile to 3 miles wide. Doesn't mean that it's a craft, doesn't mean that they are 3 miles wide, but it's emanating a light that wide, and that's why I'm even able to see parts of the surface. And of course, the smaller living objects in the lunar atmosphere are exposed when these UFOs or biological creatures, whatever, living or not, it's a UFO, right? It's unidentified flying objects. But seeing for real fast moving lights moving in military formations, flying across the moon in triangular formations that I also showed is extremely revealing. And that's, look, aside from what we're seeing here in the sky around Earth. I see lots of different characteristics where I saw one of them fold itself up. Literally a light in the sky with wings folding itself up. You have to wonder what the hell is going on. Yeah, I was going to show this at the live stream. Nope, I'll get it up before the stream. That's what I'll do. Look at that. Same thing. Another object arriving, coming out of a UFO. On the right, it's a stationary UFO, has that same shape of a UFO that we always see with the light, hiding it. And look what happens beside it. Something appears, lights up on fire, and is descending in a slow descent into the smog and haze of the lunar surface. I bet you'll want to see that again. Watch. It's a nozzle at the end, right? Like a rocket, right? Like the same way they descend when they're going down. It's floating down, then all of a sudden it ignites. You see how it's going down, and it's going to ignite. Whoom! Once it ignites, it descends into the darkness and we don't see it anymore. A craft landing on the moon. And what's that? Well, many objects that I don't even show or that I catch flying by that could be anything, but I'm telling you, put yourself a set of eyes on that moon and you'd be surprised by what you're seeing. But I am worried about the wars or fighting that's going on up there. What's that object supposed to be? Well, there's lights coming from it. Whatever that freaking object is, there's massive explosions and lights appearing under a haze, and that is very concerning. UFO coming out of Copernicus crater. Hundreds of times I've been able to show this. And the more I show, the more they block the research. UFOs, an alien civilization or human, doesn't matter. There is a civilization on that moon. Harvard studies are starting to push it out. Real news media that we don't trust, even the corrupt ones, are actually starting to talk about UFOs now. And eventually, everyone will be talking about these. These are UFOs exiting the moon. You could clearly see it here going forward and backwards as I pause it here for you. Some type of explosion or light, being or not, that is coming out of Copernicus crater. Where, you say, you want coordinates. Why? It's on the crater. It's on the right side of the ridge seen from here in Montreal. And that's quite simply what I'm doing, guys. Look, I'm bringing you an incredible close-up with the Nikon D850 that gives us, possibility of zooming in thousands of times to be able to see exactly what's up there, even if we don't know what these objects are. Look at them flying around. Hundreds of moments where I was able to capture them, and you could see the propulsion systems at the end of these spacecraft. My friends, they're going too fast for humans to be inside of them. I'm throwing in as much as I can in these videos. Thumbs up and subscribe, please, and share the information out. An explosion on the moon that causes an area miles away to light up simultaneously. A light system. I can't say it enough. Impossible to get explosions on the moon? You're looking at one live that's going to happen. I'm going to take the time to zoom in the center-ish of the screen. 3, 2, 1. Look inside the circle. You're going to see it happen. There it is. And simultaneously, look what happens on the left. Imagine me being able to show this to you, slow it down, and zoom into it. Another light appears just to the left of it. They're fighting up there. I have another video ready almost right after this one. I'm not done. I'm pushing out the research. It has to be pushed out because this is incredible information, incredible research that should be exposed entirely. Look at the explosion or UFO from the explosion from the UFO, and they're changing places on the moon, whoever they are. And I'm filming them. I can see them. There's the explosion, and you see the light up just beside it in another area many miles away, thus proving that there is some type of intelligent beings up there, and maybe even possibly a light system. I know there's definitely a smoking system. And there you go. The smoke, long trail of smoke many miles behind the UFO is taking off on the surface. My name is Bruce Swartz. I'm a ufologist. I'm in Montreal, Quebec. This channel is shadow banned. We get no subscribers. So please share out the work if you want to see it get out to others. Thanks, everyone. Paul Sabo, Pat Yassar, Darla Lama, Ruth Kelly, everyone who contributed, gifting out the memberships, and every way you have, Kristen Kruger, Michelle Preston. Thank you so much for the generous contributions, everyone. Thank you, Eric Dubé. Merci pour tout. Aliens on the moon. When are they going to tell the world? Come on, Pentagon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining. They're mining on the moon. Thank you very much for the support to this channel. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks for watching the videos. Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming